Welcome to Men's Basketball Senior Day 2021. Our Senior Day program will begin momentarily. Please stay tuned. Welcome to Men's Basketball Senior Day 2021. Our Senior Day program will begin momentarily. Please stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's online Senior Day presentation brought to you by the Capital University Department of Athletics. As you know, the Capital men's basketball season was cut short due to COVID-19 protocols, but that is not going to stop us from honoring our senior class. Today is Senior Day. 4 young men have dedicated much of themselves to the Capital University men's basketball program, and at this time, we would like to recognize and thank them for their commitment. From Edgewood, Kentucky, forward, number 2, Reed Bradfield.
Reed Bradfield's been an interesting player for us. You know, he came in, we knew he had a lot of ability. It took him a little bit to get going. He had an injury his freshman year. Came out of the gate kind of slow, but really came into his own last year. And I thought last year, he had a tremendous year last year for us. And this year with COVID and everything, I think it started a little bit slow for him, but up, you know, our last couple games, he really was kind of getting his groove in again. And he's really a kid that I'm pretty sad that doesn't have a chance to finish this year, because I thought he was going to have a great finish for us and give us a chance to compete for, you know, to compete for a championship. I really thought he was one of those guys. I think the other coaches in the league realize that the potential that Reed has, and if he gets going, how hard he is and to guard and how difficult he is to play against. And he does. He has untapped potential, and really, you know, I would say his junior year was a fantastic junior year. His senior year this year, I think, was going to have a great finish. And, you know, I'm sad for Reed, because I think basketball-wise, his best was still yet to come. And he's been a joy. The family's been great. He's yet another kid from Northern Kentucky that we've had that has had, you know, a very successful run here, and we wish him the best of luck, and he's been a joy to have in our program.
From Mount Perry, Ohio, forward, number 5, Dylan Dupler.
Dylan came in as a sophomore after playing a year and a half of baseball at Marshall. Kind of a weird situation. I actually coached Dylan's dad as an assistant coach when I was at Wittenberg, and stayed in touch throughout the years. And when Dylan decided baseball was not his path, they called me and came over. And, you know, Dylan, from a playing standpoint, has really never had the opportunity to play a lot. There were just guys in front of him and guys in his class were in front of him. But I'll tell you what, he's been a great leader. He's been one of those kids that has never complained. He's worked hard. He is everything a college basketball program is about, because nothing has really come easy to Dylan, but yet he has remained a vital part of our team and has stayed engaged and has practiced hard. And even during games, I hear him saying things sometimes, hey, you look at this, or that guy's not doing that, or things like that. And for a kid to never really get a lot of playing time, that shows you how much he cares. And he's a tremendous guy. He just had an interview with a firm that he's very interested in, and he's going to do well because he is the ultimate teammate, and he never let his own personal tough situation from a playing standpoint interfere with his love for the game and love for his teammates. And that's what I always remember about Dylan.
From Cincinnati, Ohio, center number 11, Joe Hartmann.
Joe was a kid that we recruited very hard. Did not get a chance to play early in his career. Played a little bit as a sophomore when we went to the NCAA tournament, but had a bunch of seniors in front of him. And again, he somewhat like Reed. I thought Joe had a tremendous junior year. And when he got hurt last year, our record was pretty good, and he was leading the league in rebounding. And after he got hurt, we I won't say we fell apart, but to a certain extent, we struggled a little bit without him last year. And this year, he has a job right now. He works for a company. He works 40 hours a week. He goes to school and he plays basketball. So that tells you about his work ethic. That tells you about his toughness. That tells you that he can organize his time and still be a great teammate. This year, he started for us at the beginning of the year, was coming off the bench for us towards the end of our season. And he's just a tough kid. He's a kid that comes from a very hard-nosed high school basketball program. He fit into our program well. He competed and survived through that time that he didn't get to play a whole lot, but he saw the bigger picture. And I'm forever going to be grateful that Joe Hartmann chose Capital and was a part of our basketball program, because he's going to do some really neat things moving forward.
From Westerville, Ohio, point guard number 30, Cameron Caldwell.
So Cam came into our program and basically played and/or started from day one. He was a kid that I saw a lot in high school. Always liked him. I always thought that he was going to be a really good college player, and he turned out to be a really good college player. And started and played a lot his freshman year. Started his sophomore year until he got hurt about midway through the season. He broke a hand. Came back to us in the NCAA tournament, and actually I just threw him back in the starting lineup. And the 2 games that he played in the NCAA tournament, he played really well for us. It's probably a reason we got that first win against Wisconsin-Platteville. He just did some things in the court that we didn't have other guys at the time that they would be able to do. So he's played a lot of games for us. He's scored a lot of points. He's got a lot of rebounds. I don't have the career stats in front of me, but he's been a joy. Cam is as quiet as anybody that I've ever had. So at times I never knew what he's thinking, because he doesn't say much. He doesn't react a whole lot. But I know that he was dedicated to this. I know this was important to him. I know he is always going to represent Capital basketball in the way that we would want. And, he's interviewing. He's going to be an athletic trainer, and he's interviewing. And I have no doubt that Cam's going to get a great job. And our wish is that he'll always stay connected to Capital. And, we don't have many kids that come and play all 4 years. And that tells you a little bit about Cam's ability and his heart and, his feelings for our basketball program. And he'll certainly be missed. This class has been interesting. Like I've said individually, Cam was the one that came into the program and got on the court pretty quickly. Reed and Joe had to put in their time a little bit, and I think that's That says something about guys, because when it doesn't come easily at the beginning of their career, guys can get frustrated. But they were tough. They were focused enough to get through that difficult situation. They understood the situation. We had very good players in front of them, and they just had to continue to get better, and they did. And then when you throw Dupe in that, and I know Dupe's a very big part of all that we've done, even though from a playing standpoint it doesn't show. But this class has been interesting, and I'm very proud of all of them being part of our basketball program at Capital.
Together, this squad helped the Crusaders to a 4-year record of 50 wins and 39 losses. These seniors helped lead Cap to a share of the 2019 OAC regular season championship, which later earned the team a bid to compete in that year's NCAA tournament. Capital went on to win its opening round game against Wisconsin Platteville and nearly upset host Augustana in the following round. Cap fam, let's hear it one more time for our class of 2021 seniors: Reed Bradfield, Dylan Dupler, Joe Hartmann, and Cameron Caldwell. Thank you for the heart and dedication you've given to this program, to Capital, and to our community. May you be blessed and have good fortune as you pass through the Capital gates later this year.